Hello everyone. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to install Kali in VirtualBox. Please go to this website kali.org, and then when you click download, when you click download, you will find this one, installer images, right? Installer images. Let me see. This is what you have, right? Kali.org. Go to the download. As of today, January 22nd, 2026, or spring semester 2026, the Kali is version 2025.4. Okay, so this is the latest one. It would be a good idea that we install the latest one. Okay, so please choose this one. Since there are many distros, so you need to choose this one. Installer, right? Complete offline installation with customization. They are about 4 gig. I already downloaded and installed it here. Okay, so how the installation process work? Well, first of all, I usually allocate 2 to 4 gigabyte of RAM, right? If you have enough RAM, maybe you can allocate 2 or 4 gigabyte of RAM, especially if you are running more advanced tools, right? So they need a lot of resources, RAM, right? For the hard disk, you may need to allocate a lot, like 40 gigabit, right? For me, I believe I allocate 60 gigabit. But if you don't have enough, space, then you only need to do the minimum. Let's see how many I put. Here I put about 80 gig, right? So the normal one, okay, here is about 80 gig, the normal, right? So here I put about 80 gig. But if you don't have enough space, maybe you can allocate 60 gigabyte. But because if you allocate it too low, it won't allow you to install the Kali in the VirtualBox, right? So the RAM, in my case, I put 4 gigabyte of RAM, and then for the hard disk, I put 40 to 80 gigabit of RAM. For the network, I set up this one, right? For a net and internal lab. So let me show it to you. If here I put, okay, for the network, actually I only put internal network only, because why? I'm using pfSense. I'm using routers here, right? So routers. Okay, so the installation is kind of pretty straightforward. So here, once you download the Kali installer file, the next thing you need to do is just to follow the instruction carefully. Make sure that before you press click, make sure that before you click the button, read a little bit, and so you understand what you're gonna write, right? Here is my information, okay? So here I give you a link, the installation of Kali Linux. So you just follow through here, right? You're gonna do install here, right? Install, right? Instead of graphic install, so you're gonna do install and choose install, not live. Choose the install, and then the language, I think you can choose that. Geographic location, you can choose United States. Keyboard layout, network, right? Network, you can choose DHCP if you like, but I don't, yes, DHCP, because the IP address, they obtain it from the VirtualBox, from DHCP server. Put the name of it, put the domain, right? User account, I put Kali, and my password, I believe, is Kali also, right? Kali and Kali, okay? Username Kali, this is full name of new users, right? Password, I put Kali. Make sure if you put complex password, make sure you remember that. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get in there if you don't have the correct password, right? We are in the Central Time, so you choose Central Time. You scroll down this, leave this as default, and I just usually choose this one. Use the entire disk, right? Use the entire disk, okay? Partition, leave it as default also, right? Leave this as default. All file in one partition, leave it as default here, and then you have one primary and one logical. The primary file system is extension 4, and the logical is the swap file, because they need to have a swap file. Then you scroll down, and then you follow, write the changes to the disk. Make sure you read this. This is what you have, here what you have, and then you click yes, okay, right? So the installation of Kali Linux is actually pretty straightforward, right? This one, I usually don't install this. I just leave, set up the basic optional, right? Software selection, I just use the basic one. I don't go to the complex one. For the first installation, it's always a good idea. We just make sure that it can install successfully without any error, okay? And then if you want to add some additional tool or software, you can add it up later, all right? So here, say yes, and then you click yes and reboot. Okay, so basically the installation is pretty straightforward. Let me know or email me if you have any questions, or you can log into Discord and speak to Esteban Cedillo. Once you install the Kali here, right? Once you install the Kali, here, let me see, since I already installed the Kali, try to do this one. Run this command, ifconfig. When you run this command, ifconfig, if you run this command, ifconfig, you should receive an address here, IP address, 192.168.x.x, right? So this will be your IP address. So you need to write it down here, right? Show version, right? Version. Here, let me see the version of this. Let me see. Version Kali, right? So here we need to do this one, LSB hyphen release hyphen A. Okay, I need to install this one, sudo. They haven't installed it, up install. Okay, so upgrading. Wait, did it work or no? Sudo up install. Okay, let me see. Let me pause a little bit here. Okay, notice that I have a typo here, right? I have a typo, LSB underscore release space hyphen A. Here I did a typo. Instead of underscore, I put dash, right? So when I run this command, LSB underscore release, my Kali is 2025.3. The latest one is .4, which is almost the same, right? So you can install the latest one, by the way, 2024. Okay. What else here? So you run this command, check the version, and make sure you get the IP address, right? Make sure you get the IP address. Sometimes if you don't get the IP address on the pfSend, let me see, under pfSend, I have to reset this one. You see this number 4? Reset to factory default. I'm using pfSend as my routers, right? So on my pfSend, sometimes I need to reset to factory. That way it refresh all the configuration. Notice that my WAN on the pfSend is 10.0.2.15 and my LAN is 192.168.1.1 and my Kali is 192.168.1.103. So they are basically in the same subnet, right? So if I ping this, if I ping 192.168.1.1, it's successfully, right? So that's how I test them, right? And hopefully that this video is informative and useful to you. Let me know if you have any issue, right? So notice that on the VirtualBox, I have one pfSend here. I'm running pfSend and Kali, right? Kali, I give them like 4 gigabit because I'm gonna do some penetration testing. And pfSend, I only put 1 gigabyte. Maybe 2, I should put 2 gigabyte. All right, so thank you for watching.